What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And a Court Offside and various other newspapers and news outlets are reporting that Arne Slot just gave the Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes the permission to sign Nico Williams, the 21-year-old electric fast winger who is tearing it up at the Euros. Spain destroyed Italy 3-0 and they won their second game against Croatia as well. And in this video we will take the look at all the detailed reports and also Nico Williams, his career so far and where he could play and where he could slot in into Arne Slot's new Liverpool. Excuse the pun, it just had to be done. So if you enjoy these videos, if you are new here, subscribe, leave a like on this video, turn on the bell notifications so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC's transfers. And Liverpool are understood to be very interested in the Athletic Bilbao winger Nico Williams. And sources close to the newspaper have made clear that Arne Slot appreciates Nico Williams and he also approved the potential transfer move for Nico Williams. So how this works is Richard Hughes always asks Arne Slot before any transfer talks whether he approves a player or not, and Arne Slot definitely approves Nico Williams. Arne Slot absolutely loves his wingers. Every season at Feyenoord, at AZ Alkmaar, he always signed wingers in one of the two transfer windows. And Liverpool don't have a clear pathway towards Nico Williams because Manchester United, Barcelona, Chelsea and Arsenal all continue to be linked with Nico Williams. But Barcelona don't have enough money to sign Nico Williams. Man United are not as attractive as Liverpool, and same case for Chelsea and Arsenal. I'm not sure if they would want to, play Nico Williams ahead of Saka or Martinelli. And Nico Williams has a release clause of just 50 million euros, which is 42 million pounds, and that's below his market value. That release clause expires in 2027. Probably his contract expires in 2027. That means his release clause expires at that time as well. Nico Williams mainly plays on the left, so that leaves the question, would we sell Luis Diaz to Barcelona or Paris Saint-Germain for around 65-70 million? I think this would be an absolute masterstroke, if I'm honest. Replacing Luis Diaz, who is 27 years old, with Nico Williams, who already has better numbers than Luis Diaz at 21 years old, would be a masterstroke, and we will have even money left over. I mean, if that is the case, that Nico Williams could be signed for just 42 million pounds, Luis Diaz could be sold for 60-70 million, you get a player 6 years younger who is already arguably on the same level or even better than Luis Diaz, and you have money left over to make other transfers. I mean, that would be an absolute masterstroke by the new recruitment team at Liverpool. Arne Slot approves of this transfer move. Another newspaper is reporting this. Of course, Nico Williams is value goes up and up after every game that Spain do well in the Euros. He was named man of the match against Italy. He forced the winning goal from Calafiori against Italy. Spain destroyed Croatia 3-0 and they won against Italy 1-0. I think I said it the other way around. Calafiori was also linked with Liverpool and he scored a very unlucky own goal. That was in the end the winning goal, but Nico Williams got the assist for that goal. The problem that Liverpool face is that Cody Gakpo, Luis Diaz mainly like to play on the left wing as well, but if I could replace Luis Diaz with Nico Williams and have 20 million left over for other transfers, I would do it in a heartbeat. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Luis Diaz. I think he's a fantastic, really electric player, but at 27 years old you could fear that he has hit his ceiling and that he won't improve that much. We already talked about this yesterday, that Luis Diaz in his first full season where he played most of the games, 51 games in total Luis Diaz played, he got 13 goals and 4 assists, so that's 17 goal contributions. Yes, there are mitigating circumstances. His parents got kidnapped back in Colombia, and that was devastating for Luis Diaz mentally, emotionally, so that probably took a good 10-15 games out of his normal season where he was deeply deeply affected by this. So there should be an asterisk to Luis Diaz's numbers. But even in his best form, I'm not sure if Luis Diaz can go and score like 20 goals and got 10, 15 assists. And that's the kind of numbers that Liverpool would want from their wingers. And Nico Williams already can post 30 goal per season goal contributions at just 21 years old. We will look at his stats a little bit later. Barcelona are also willing to sell Rafinha to fund a move for Nico Williams, and Nico Williams might prefer a transfer to Barcelona and to stay in Spain instead of going to Liverpool. But the fact that he has this bargain release clause is an absolutely no-brainer for Liverpool for just 42 or in some cases 47 million pounds, because the Athletic is reporting that his release clause is not 50 but 55 million euros. But even that, which is 47 million pounds, even that is a bargain for a player easily worth 60, 70, 80 million pounds. I mean, if Inaki Williams was playing in the Premier League, posting these numbers that you will see, 8 goals and 19 assists, so almost 30 goal contributions, 27 goal contributions. If he was playing in the Premier League, he would easily be worth 80 million pounds. But thankfully he's playing in La Liga, and in La Liga it's mandatory that every player has a release clause. And probably when Nico Williams signed this contract, his value was a lot lower. He exploded in the last 2 seasons. And Nico Williams also was asked about his future. A third website is reporting his release clause is 58 million euros. So now we heard 50 million, 55, 58 million. Are they just guessing, or do they get different information for different people? Even the 58 million euro release clause is 49 million pounds. When Nico Williams is worth easily 70, 80 million, that's still a really good price. Nico Williams said, I just signed a new deal at Athletic Bilbao a few weeks ago. I feel very good there. I'm very happy at Athletic. It's very strange to receive questions on my future. So he did just sign a new contract. That's weird, because his market value surely is more than 58 million euros. So why would Bilbao put in a release clause that low, unless there is an agreement behind the scenes between Nico Williams and Bilbao that you put a realistically low release clause in my contract so I can leave. If a big club triggers that release clause, then I can negotiate with that club and I can decide my future. Nico Williams, I think player power is so strong these years. Nico Williams might have just said to Bilbao, I'm not signing a new contract unless you give me a relatively low release clause. So if I want to move on and go to another club, I mean, Bilbao are a great club. They only buy and they only sign and develop Basque players, and that's really admirable. And they won their first Copa del Rey Spanish Cup title after like 30 years. They did an absolutely brilliant parade on the river that is going across Bilbao. You should watch those videos. They are absolutely spectacular. But Bilbao don't even usually play in the Champions League, and they don't really realistically have a chance of winning La Liga anytime soon. So Nico Williams, who is already a very, very top player, he has the ambition to win big things, to win trophies and titles. And I'm not sure if he can consistently do that at Bilbao. But he said, I'm very happy at Athletic Bilbao. It's the club that has given me everything. The one that has bet on me 100%. It's my home. I'm very happy. And what I want to do is focus on the Euros 100%. Otherwise, I don't know what's going to happen. I've told my agent I don't want anything to know. I don't want to know anything until the end of the Euros. Which means that Nico Williams is pretty open to a transfer to another club. He just doesn't want to get distracted from the Euros. He doesn't want to, every day discuss with his agent what clubs are approaching his agent and what clubs want to sign him. He wants to focus on the Euros, and after the Euros is done, he can deal with that. But this, of course, is a double-edged statement, because it keeps the Bilbao fans happy because he doesn't openly come out and want to leave, but he also leaves the door open for a potential exit, because he's saying I don't know what's going to happen. And Nico Williams has been one of the standout players at the Euros so far, and Liverpool probably has other priorities as well, but times and things can change very quickly in the transfer market. If he did sign for Liverpool for around 50 to 60 million euros, which is around 42 to 47, 48 million pounds. I think that would be a very exciting and very good transfer in terms of value for money. Because at 21 years old, Nico Williams is not even anywhere near his prime. Usually players hit their prime in they are 23, 24, 25 years old. And from 25 to 27, 28, 29, that's when wingers are really at their peak. And in La Liga, he posted crazy numbers. 31 games, 5 goals and 14 assists. And if you watch any La Liga highlights, and I watch them regularly, Nico Williams has been one of the most electric, exciting, exhilarating players of the whole league. The way that he glides past people, he gets the ball and he drives at defenders. And that's what I love about wingers. Luis Diaz is like that, Sadio Mane was like that, and Nico Williams. Right now his current market value is 60 million euros, but after the Euros it probably will go even higher. According to Transfermarkt, his last contract extension was in 2023, December. So that was like half a year ago. So he didn't just sign a new contract, but maybe in football terms, like half a season ago is like a new contract. He played 37 games in total, scoring 8 goals and 19 assists this season. As a 21-year-old, that's very, very impressive. Last season, when he played even more minutes for Bilbao, he scored 9 goals and got 6 assists, but as a 20-year-old I still feel that's pretty impressive. His assist numbers went through the roof. 19 assists is absolutely brilliant, and it shows what an unselfish player Nico Williams is. And you could see that he can play right wing, left midfield, even right midfield as well. Like 2 seasons ago, he played mostly as a substitute. I divided his minutes, which is 1,658, with the number of games played, 40 games, and that's 41 minutes on average. So most of the time he came on for the last like half an hour, and he started some games. But yeah, that's why his numbers are pretty low. Mostly he was a substitute. As a 19-year-old in a Bilbao team, that's understandable. That was his first proper season as a professional footballer, because 3 seasons ago he was playing in the like development league or second league, where he still posted some pretty good numbers. He got 9 goals and 12 assists in 28 games. As an 18-year-old in the development league, those are pretty decent numbers. But of course it's going to be very emotional if Nico Williams leaves Bilbao, because he joined their youth academy in 2013, so 11 years ago, and he was promoted to the reserve team in 2020, where you saw he got 9 goals and 12 assists in the reserve side. And if he leaves Bilbao, he will only leave it for a huge club. And what is really interesting is that Nico Williams was born to Ghanaian parents in Pamplona, and his parents, Nico Williams' parents, and by the way, Inaki Williams, his brother, has been playing in the Bilbao side for many years. He's a club legend there as well. His parents traveled across the Sahara Desert to reach an autonomous Spanish city called Melilla in North Africa. So his parents pretty much escaped Ghana and traveled north to Spain. In the end, he was born in Spain a short time after his parents arrived there. What a story. And he already played 16 games for the Spain national team, scoring 2 goals in the process as well. And his only trophy is the Copa del Rey, which Bilbao won this season. And guess what? Bilbao has 24 Spanish Cup victories, but they haven't won the cup in 40 years. That blows my mind, that Bilbao has more Copa del Rey trophies than teams like, I think, Barcelona or Real Madrid have less Copa del Rey trophies, but Bilbao won a lot of trophies in the early century of like the early 20th century, and they also won 8 La Liga titles, but the last one was 40 years ago in 84. But Bilbao also won the Spanish Super Cup in 2015 and 2021, but they are not a club who regularly wins trophies. They don't have a European trophy yet, and as I said, their glory years were 40 years ago, and now this is another glorious era of Bilbao. So yeah, Nico Williams probably wants to play for a club which regularly plays in the Champions League and regularly challenges for trophies and titles. Hopefully that club will be Liverpool. And that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.